Welcome to the Know. I'm Ashley Jenkins. Steam is in for some big changes soon, according to one leaked blog post intended for Steamworks developers. One of the developers was kind enough to make the private post available to NeoGAF, revealing that Steam is going to be overhauling its UI in an attempt to highlight new releases and give users more control over their homepage feed. The roundup of all the changes coming to Steam listed in the post are pretty extensive, including a section highlighting friend activity, top sellers, the ability to set preferences for what you want to see on your homepage, targeted visibility for new releases, better visibility for upcoming games, and more Steam Curator options. Overall, it sounds like Steam Curators are getting the biggest focus, with multiple UI changes happening to highlight what curators are doing and how that affects you, the user. You can expect to see these changes hitting your homepage in a few weeks, and Steam will finally be more like Facebook. Just what you always wanted. We'll be going all throughout 2016 without a proper brand new entry into the Assassin's Creed game franchise, but could it also be possible we won't even get one in 2017? Yeah, that could be the case, according to a new interview with Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot, who indicated it might be sometime before we're hopping rooftops in white hoodies. Speaking with GameSpot about the current state of the company, Guillemot said that the development team saw a way to take the next Assassin's Creed game to another level, and they're taking the time to do it properly. When pressed about how long that might take, Guillemot replied that it will be back when it's ready. And that's not necessarily going to be in the year 2017. Not coming out this year or next would certainly be a change for the series that's been releasing annually from 2009 to 2015. Looks like we'll just have to let the Ezio Collection and Michael Fassbender tide us over until the next one. We'll have one of those per year. Maybe. Of course, that's assuming that Ubisoft is even in control of its own fate by the time 2017 rolls around. The company is set for a major annual meeting this week in which they'll have to battle for control of their own board against the impending hostile takeover attempt by French conglomerate Vivendi. Over the last few months, Vivendi has raised its total stake in Ubisoft to just over the 20% mark, which would give them a say in board seats. This has prompted Ubisoft to buy back more shares from a French bank in the last week, trying to solidify more control of the company just ahead of the meeting. That's a lot of businessy talk, but the TLDR is that both companies are gearing up for a showdown, and it could have some huge ramifications on the video game world, as Ubisoft is one of the largest publishers in the industry. This is usually the part of the movie where the hero cooks up some crazy scheme to keep control of the company and fend off the bad guys. So we'll see how that goes. We believe in you, Guillemot. Better you than Vivendi. And we'll believe in you even more if the latest rumor about an upcoming Ubisoft game is true. If a new Instagram post is to be believed, the company may be gearing up for the long rumored Beyond Good and Evil 2. This post comes from creator Michel Ancel, who published a picture of what seems to be concept art related to the Beyond Good and Evil universe. At the same time, Ubisoft France tweeted that people should follow Ancel very closely for more news in the future. This is, of course, getting people hyped up for Beyond Good and Evil 2 all over again, adding fuel to the speculation fire that it could be coming as an exclusive game to the Nintendo NX, possibly, which was one of the big rumors from a few months back. Although, we'll see, Ubisoft doesn't do a whole lot of platform exclusives. Time will tell if it turns out to be true. We'll just have to wait and see, but we've waited a whole 8 years since they first teased the game, so I guess we can stand to wait just a little bit more. Doesn't make it easy, but we can do it. Being called a ripoff of Overwatch hasn't exactly slowed down the early success of Paladins. It may have had the opposite effect, actually. The free-to-play Overwatch competitor from Hi-Rez Studios, which just entered open beta last week via Steam's early access, is doing just fine according to Steam data. Per Steam Spy, Paladins has soared to a total of 1.2 million downloads, hitting a number of up to 40,000 concurrent players. That puts it in the top 10 most played games on Steam at the moment, despite the criticism it's been getting from people who accuse it of being nothing more than an Overwatch clone. 1.2 million is, of course, nowhere near to Overwatch's 15 million players, but after some of the controversy last week where a Hi-Rez founder responded to the criticisms via Reddit and even semi-accused Blizzard of ripping off one of Hi-Rez's games first, not too shabby. But if you guys start pulling off stupid ARGs to reveal a brand new champion, you're just asking for this shit. Come on, don't do that. Also, has that ARG even wrapped up? I don't think it has. It's still going. What kind of ARG even is that? Moving along. Speaking of games that haven't been slowed down by criticism, Campo Santo's adventure game / walking simulator Firewatch has done so well for itself that it's not only reached 1 million total downloads, congratulations guys, it's also getting the Hollywood treatment. The Hollywood Reporter is confirming that developer Campo Santo is teaming up with production company Good Universe to produce not only a Firewatch feature film, but also more video games with a cinematic bent on video game storytelling. Every time we hear about games being turned into movies, there's always a discussion about how the medium doesn't necessarily translate well to film, which would seem to be double the case for a game that you barely play anyway, but Hollywood has seemed to take a liking to more story-driven adventure games lately, as evidenced by the Life is Strange TV show announced over the summer. So have fun watching the movie about the game that you watched. Could Twitter soon be brought to you by Disney? That's the latest scuttlebutt out of the tech world, as reports are in that Disney is speaking with an advisor about a potential bid to buy the social media company. Rumors have been swirling for months that Twitter is gearing up for a sale of some kind, but Disney is one of the latest and most interesting companies said to be interested. Some analysts believe that acquiring Twitter would be a bold video distribution play by Disney, who are currently seeking a platform to distribute their Star Wars, Marvel, Pixar, and ESPN content in a world that's very quickly cutting the cord on cable. If the sale becomes reality, hopefully this doesn't mean that Disney feels the need to boost the number of characters in the Marvel Infinity War movie to 140, because that might kill all the cosplayers. If you can't beat them, offer them a big old discount and then thank them for stealing your game. Why not? That's not really how the saying usually goes, but that's how one Vita game developer is approaching the piracy of their game. After discovering that Super Beat Sonic was being hosted by a piracy hub, PM Studios decided to post a message thanking the pirates for playing it and even offering a discount. In the message, they wrote, "We feel honored that you enjoy our game Super Beat Sonic so much we would like to invite you to take this opportunity to purchase it on sale at the PlayStation Store." They then offered a discount of 60% off, which led to quite a few comments from pirates who were considering a legitimate purchase as a result. So maybe the biggest news out of this is that there's actually a Vita game worth playing. That one's for you, Colin and Craig. And that does it for today's roundup. Let us know what you think about any of these stories down in the comments. And for future updates from every corner of the internet, like this video and subscribe to The Know. And you know, if you want to tell me my hair looks awesome straight, and because I never wear it like this. But today I was just feeling it. Yeah?